Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat... No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious—
Well, here they come.
Who goes there? Attack!
Back off!
Take the target alive!
I'll protect us!
Let the triad! Attack!
Get them!
Take this! Beaten!
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber?
We're invited guests, here to look for the Lilia Qixing.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the lead.
Oh!
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the
Wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big
The Guizhong ballista and these Millilith are just here to guard the scene. Not to—
So this was all a misunderstanding?
Anyway,
That was... Eh? Oh, right.
just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's—
We're not taking sides.
when you say protect—
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus, naturally, they would all— I'll say it like it is.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, Still, this...
Should I... Forget it. Either way, I will Rex Lapis's death is indeed... How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, the time of the Adepti has long... You should both be... The cream of Li was...
Favor? But, wait, that's right.
Alright. You can decide on... You didn't actually... Well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not... So, what should... Oh, right! Paimon has a feeling. Why don't we go with that for a... Nope! But let's go gathering... Look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one! Is it just Paimon? Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins of... Uh-oh. It looks like...
Power that ended high...
You're open! You're open!
Take this!
Don't say that. I'm Meng Dan. I never expected that those... Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh?
Do you have a box that can store...
Of course we do. Now just give me a moment.
Great! Paimon should...
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready. It's hard to remain on dry land for so long. Never quite seem to get my land legs back. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Let the show begin! Hey there!
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, here, this can...
Yep. Hang on a moment.
Sure, please help your...
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique, it's done!
Oh, yes.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now the... According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers.
Ah, well said.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guess, but for the yuan.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ning. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. At first, one day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from out. As such, I have been...
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Virgo...
Just everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You were...
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. Well, I wouldn't expect you to... I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth. In the end, you can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. Beneath the spears, not only is it true that another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later, yet how are we to... Even in a new era, the Liyue... that day at Yujing Town. But our enemy has hiding the Exuvio...
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to...
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as...
Ooh!
Why, you've kept your...
That's because even the story tells...
That's because that wall... But the if possible. But if you were to choose... I originally thought her... But after she said those... Well, I won't deny that Indeed. I called for the guy with Rex Lapis's allowing the right of...
Wait, that's right.
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little...
Well, we have...
Yay! One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. Just imagine. Let's grab one. The biggest one. Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written. Sigil of permission, something, Fatui, research, copy. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure. This... Oh, Ningguang. But research on this... Speaking of which... Oh, well, should... Oh, so you're saying... That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, before... Written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
Stay right there. Almost.
Let the show begin!
No slacking off!
Back at ya!
Ready, steady, go!
This time. It isn't time for a break yet!
Booba, get them!
This should be fun! This is bad!
Haven't won yet!
No excuse for slacking! My work! Finished!
Booba, get them!
Back at ya! I swear by my sword! Eyes on me!
documents here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What are they for? Pilot? But how did a relic... Oh, that house... Maybe being able to channel divine power and back... And the last stop... Let's go!
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit?
It was so...
Indeed. Then you met with Ningguang?
She's super rich. Yeah, her take on Ningguang...
Oh.
She said the time...
Indeed, contrary. Although she's friendly. Yes. It said that she's the one...
The Jade Chamber is only...
Why more...
Ningguang talk...
That is how the Fatui have... No matter what they...
So, is there any...
Yes, as a matter of fact...
Glaze lilies. Oh, right.
No. Dihua Marsh used to... Before the archive. Of course, there... Why... I need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct.
So how... Really?
We'll only know once she...
Whenever you're ready. Da 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 da. What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song from Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Leland? Take this! Eat this! these weren't glaze lilies.
This little monster is no... The glaze lilies...
Well, that's nice and all, but will those
Unfortunately, no.
That's so...
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's her face? Paimon can't remember.
Yongu? Who... You've come... Ah! That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been...
Didn't I tell you the way?
Nope. We found the way on our...
Oh, I see. Uh-oh.
Huh. She's acting different.
Oh, well...
You came all the way out here to...
Yujing Terrace, whenever my duties...
Oh.
No, it's quite... When the Archon War came to its... Yes. No, the other 5, including of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the...
So what do you think of this?
Huh? As a mortal, but as an adept...
Huh?
Yes, after the war ended, I also know where
Oh, so did you...
Indeed, I did.
Wow, so you really know...
No, it is you who... If you would excuse me.
And that just... Given the ease of picking glaze...
Yeah, Paimon can order...
beginning a new So you must be careful.
Wow. Alright,
Ah, you're the Millilith are watching our
Desperate time?
The Adepti of Joyun.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. However, both sides were...
It seems inevitable.
The Adepti do not acknowledge...
Surely the Liyue...
They're bone...
And what now?
That's... She proclaimed that in these only now do they want to start keeping Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect...
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary? Neither path is an
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authority.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler.
Having connections with the Fatui seems... So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside... He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find... Where would he go at a time like this? This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. It's quiet. Too quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling—
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and the time for discussion. Either way, we now come to the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes, look!
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards— When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in
We won't let what happened in my—
Oh, so besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint me. Poor timing. Passable effort. A clear shot. You've made some progress. Guess I should take you more seriously. Not bad. Haha, good. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. Has your luck run out? Something else catch your eye? No use hiding back there. All you do is run.
Back at ya!
Nice and spicy! Oh no!
got some skills. No use hiding back there.
Booba, get them!
The price of a single slip. Gosh.
La la la! Ha! Let's... Oh no, I feel a little weak.
All you do is run. You've got some skills. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you! You got to... Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over. Now! Don't make me take it from you!
Take it?
I swear by my sword!
Let the show begin! Eyes on me!
then, time. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this, and now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against...
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to...
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still... Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone fort.
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them!
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon, using the powers of ancient gods and such, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really... Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the...
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Leela? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is...
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista... For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
Manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced the god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you. One wishes to witness.
Looks like I went too far. No slacking off!
Back off!
Not breaking a sweat!
Back off!
This is bad, my work! Finished.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
No slacking off!
I swear by my sword! Luma, get them! The ancient gods attack me again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is Neptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time is Julian cars! Wow, it's Mad Shockwave! This brain is really strong!
Time to fulfill my duty! Get in the way, slacking off! It's time to flash through! Disgusting! Not breaking a sweat in my work! Finished!
Miscalculated. Send this quickly!
Yeah! With the blood of the Chelian, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
to coaching. Excuse me, do you...
Yes.
It's not convenient to...
Ah, well said.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guess, but for the Yuheng.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really... Did we make it in time? Is the...
What are you...
Huh? Hold on.
Faced with the
Oh, I'm unget...
It's not just you, which is why we must stop that monster.
So the Archon... So will the power of the...
We've already discussed this to...
What?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chi Sing did what, and as fate would for what could you more?
So be it. We haven't a moment to... Yep.
Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go up too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Let the show begin!
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How dare. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Fulfill my duty! My duty!
The ancient god's attacking again!
Were you about to... say we can't hold them, children? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is forgetful energy. That light from your body, it's like the tiny billion cars. Wow, it's Madam Pink's shockwave. This green is really strong.
Barbados!
I will break you! My work!
Looks like I went too far. I guess this is it.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use that in battle.
Back into it! My work is free!
Let me amuse myself.
Let's move. Shouldn't get careless.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Stay right. This is Take this! I guess this is it.
Eyes on me!
Time for break you! Freshness preserved! I will!
Over here, into the fire! This is my true shine.
The Tui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
It's hard to remain on dry land for so long.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would sure...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We...
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti, even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all... Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land.
Instead...
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal, but I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good...
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know
I apologize for appearing in full armor.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated...
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks, and thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next...
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being in it.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer... Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place.
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of... One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue. Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. Oh, right! It's nice that we've got people. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out, but we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never... Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptilus Rite of Parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangshen Funeral Park...
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Gold. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this, we had better go and make sure that...
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of—
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And... you! You're also...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the City of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually,
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seekest.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Geo? No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that as you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself,
Oh, Zhongli.
but as I began to consider, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine power?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, the Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the... And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague Child, just as I had requested. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty.
Ah, fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and
say,
now that you... I mean, it all still...
Ah, forget...
Oh, well, since we're going... So Rex... Oh, come... There's only one real the Fatui. Shh.
Hear ye all! The Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too, gods and rumors, and having been thwarted in, nor are they to believe street-born rumors, or indulge in baseless speculation.
So that's how they're spinning. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they could the Qixing already have known that... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting... Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the...
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to... Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contract?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa!
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
If you were...
Roping you in was possibly the most...
The cleanup...
Look at this! Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down... Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to...
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had... But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and the Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call...
That said, Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, this is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? That said, I hinted as much. How did I accomplish? All right then. Was there anything else?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement...
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoy. Ha. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the adept coaching is absolute. Now, could the original person... All right then. Was there any...
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the since Morax is dead? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora!
Yes, this is indeed a well...
Then, did you at least set some...
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have pa-
Not yet. Should I save this money?
Add. Add.
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
haven't won yet.
Let the show... Nice and spicy.
Crew, silver.
Guild. Nice to meet you.
Let the show begin! Amber, reporting. I'll bring my seasonings.
It's hard to remain on dry land for so long. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Barbados! Nice and spicy!
If we do not make... we've just held a meeting to decide on an... if that were the...
Oh, well...
Find out the...
Protect?
Well, the offer of protection is just a ruse.
You aren't gonna let the dark...
First, second, it would only...
Gosh, I'm a
But none of this will work if we don't establish the Dark Knight hero's true identity and...
There's no need to despair, Huffman. Just follow my plan, and everything...
Captain Kaya.
Lately...
Wow. Paimon feels we saw a whole new side of the Knights of Favonius today. But Paimon doesn't understand. How is is so sure he knows who the Dark Knight hero is?